So we had a student ask a question about the one that you see on the screen. And so I just want to go ahead and make a video because this one's really important that you understand dimensional analysis. And so looking at the question that the student sent, and I'm hoping that you can see it all, and I'll keep moving it around because I know I've got some extra stuff on the screen. But this is dimensional analysis. And any of you going in the health professions, especially when you're dealing with dosages, you got to get this right. I mean, you got to get it perfect because we're talking about people's lives here. And so it starts, this is how I see them. And the resources in the back of your ebook, actually you see them on the screen with the ebook. If you have the actual book, they're in the back of the book. I would go look through the information on dimensional analysis. And so looking here on the screen, here's what my brain sees. It's talking about a sprinter, and the sprinter ran 100 meters in 11.16 seconds. What is the sprinter speed in miles per hour? So I'm actually going to turn my paper sideways. And so I see a couple of things in my brain. When I get done, I need something miles per hour. And so that's where I'm headed. That's the end. And so to get to the end, I've got to get rid of, add in legally, data. And so I'm going to start with, if I got to go miles per hour, that makes sense to me that miles is a distance, hours is a time. So I'm going to start here with 100 meters per 11 and 1600 seconds. And so I'm starting with meters per second. I'm going to go ahead and scoot this one up because it's not on my screen. And remember, our end goal is that we'll have miles per hour in the end. But between now and then, I've got to multiply in as much as I need. I don't know how much I'm going to need until I start working on it. But I multiply in values of 1, like a this equals a that, like 1 mile equals 5280 feet. I can stack those because they're equal value. Then I'm just multiplying in a 1. So the idea is, where am I starting? Where am I ending? And let's put a whole bunch of 1s in between so that we kill all the units that we don't need and we have the units remaining that we do need. So I'm going to start with meters. And meters may not be something that you just know. You look it up, or I provide it on the test, or I've got it on your dosage sheets. But right here, 3.28 feet is worth a meter. And so since meter is in the numerator, I have to put meter in the denominator because that's how I get rid of my units. So if 1 meter is in the denominator, then that automatically means 3.28 feet are in the numerator. And so let me see if I'm done. I need miles per hour. Let's see if that's what I've got. When my meters are eliminated, I have feet per second. That's not what I need. I'm not done. I need miles per hour. So let's work on something. Let's work on the time, or let's work on the distance. I've got a feet sticking out here. Let's work on the feet. And so I know if I'm at feet and I need miles, my brain just keeps going back and forth like a tennis match. I'm at feet, I need miles. And so again, it may be a conversion that you're not familiar with, but remember this one, or I'll put it on the test, or like the dosage sheet, I gave you information there. And so if my feet are in the numerator, I need feet to be in the denominator so that I can eliminate them. I know that 5280 feet is the same as 1 mile. And so I start killing and I get rid of my feet, and looky, what's left in the numerator are miles, and that's what I need. I'm done with my distance, but I'm not done with my time. I now have miles per second. I don't need seconds, I need hours. And you can go at hours from seconds a couple of ways. If I know that I already have something that's 1 over second, I can say, well, 60 seconds is in 1 minute. Oh, yay, the seconds are gone, but I've got minutes. Oh, I don't need minutes, I need hours. So 60 minutes are in 1 hour. And aha, I now have hours. There's also a lazy way to do this. 60 times 60 is 3,600. That's the one I like. So that's the one I'm going to come up here and use. My seconds are in my denominator. So I'm going to put my seconds in my numerator. And so I have 3,600 seconds, and that's the value for 1 hour. I do my elimination, seconds in the top, kill the seconds in the bottom, and lo and behold, I have what I need. Through all of this mess, I now have miles in the numerator, hours in the denominator, and looky, that's what I needed was miles per hour. Now I just need to do the calculation. I'm going to grab a calculator, and I'm going to be very aware of order of operations, because the calculator will only do what you tell it to do. It's dumb. And we have to tell it step by step what we want. So in this numerator, I'm going to multiply everything together, and then I'm going to hit equals, because that tells the calculator, hey, we got one number for the numerator. Then I'm going to hit divide, because all of these vinculums, vinculi, I don't know, all of them mean divide. So after I do the top, I'm going to hit equals, I'm going to divide by, then I got to use parentheses, because if not, the calculator's dumb and doesn't get what I need. I'm going to do parentheses this times that, and then close my parentheses, and I'm done. I'll hit equals, and then the magic number should show up, but wait, I need to make sure I round it correctly. So here we go. Clear, clear, clear. And starting with the numerator, I have 100 times 3.28 times, who cares about the 1? It's not going to change my answer. 3,600 equals. So that's my numerator. I'm not going to write it down, because I have a great chance that I will mess it up if I write it down. So I'm just going to leave it in the calculator. Remember I said I hit equals. I did. This whole set of division bars means divide. So I'm going to click divide by. Now it's going to take the answer on my last screen and say divide by what? But remember, if I just start punching in numbers, it's not going to understand what I really want. So I need to open right here. I need to click open a parentheses. And so I've opened a parentheses, and now I'm going to do, oh, and it gave us parentheses on the screen. 11.16 times, oh, nobody cares that there's a 1. Nobody cares that there's a 1 times 5280. And then remember, the calculator's dumb, and I got to hit close parentheses. When I close parentheses, it's like, you want me to take the top number you just gave us, divide it by everything in the denominator. I'm like, yeah. So when I hit equals, I get a whole bunch of number, 20 dot blah, 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 blah. And so that's when I go back to my directions, round it to the nearest tenth. So my tenth is this 0 right here. The 3 behind it does not mean I go up. It's not greater than 5 or greater. It means I stay the same. So my final answer is 20.0. So on my final answer in my lab math, I'll put 20.0. It's already got the miles per hour, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But over here, I would put 20.0 or 20 miles per. I could put in 1 hour, or I don't have to. So that's kind of a quick overview of dimensional analysis. Where are you? Where do you need to go? And then just start finding pieces and parts to put in as ones, and then make sure you multiply all of the top together, hit equals, a big old divide by, and then use parentheses if you have several things in the denominator that need to be multiplied. And that's it. So happy practicing, and good luck on your dimensional analysis. All that's in my lab math and the other pages that I've added in to D2L.